Hello and welcome to Home with Sarah Jane. In today's video, I am making 6 Halloween treats that are very simple to throw together, especially if you've been really busy lately and you need something quick. So stick around and we'll jump right into it. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom to 2 girls, ages 11 and 14. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by once again. I do really appreciate you. So this first one is a Halloween snack mix. This is the easiest. It can't get any easier than this one. All I'm doing is opening up different bags of snacks and putting them all together. As you can see, I wanted to use caramel corn for this. Couldn't find any in the store because I waited till the last minute. So I am using kettle corn and it worked out just fine. I think any popcorn you have will work just great. I'm just dumping in Reese's Pieces, mini peanut butter cups, candy corn, pretzels, and I just mix it all together. This is so simple and it makes a great movie night snack. Again, can't get any simpler than that one. Not even really a recipe, I guess, and it's not exactly Halloween themed. You could use that for all fall. Now, this next one is chocolate covered strawberry ghosts. I think that these are absolutely adorable. Chocolate covered strawberries are so easy to make. I mean, you can melt the chocolate in the microwave like I did, and it takes like 2 seconds to put these together. The hardest part is waiting for them to set because you just want to eat them. So again, this was really easy to make. I melted the white chocolate in the microwave and I'm just taking very dry strawberries. You don't want them to have any moisture on the skin or on them, on the berry. Do berries have skin? I'm confusing myself. But all I'm doing is I'm dipping these in the white chocolate. And instead of trying to get the excess chocolate off, I'm actually using that to make a little bit more of a ghost body. As you can see, I'm kind of dragging it on the cookie sheet. And then all I'm going to do is chill these so that the chocolate sets up and I could draw little faces on them. Now, when I made these, I made the mistake of not going and getting my edible marker that I have. That's usually what I use to draw faces on, like stuff like this. And I'm using this like black gel. Did not work the same. I don't recommend it. I was making a mess, but look how cute these look. I am no pastry chef and I am no artist. So this is cute to me and it's super simple to make, but look at here. Oops, I completely squeezed the bottle too hard and I made a mess. Yeah, but these are easy to clean off. You could just wipe it off and try again, as you can see. But I think these are super adorable and they're super easy. And again, you could just change this up a little bit. You can use like different colored sprinkles, to make it more Christmas themed. Or if you don't want to draw faces, you could just use some orange and yellow sprinkles on them and they'd be absolutely adorable still. So super simple. Next up, I am making this layered dessert 2 ways. I'm going to do one a not so healthy way and another one a little bit more healthy way. So let's start off with the not so healthy way. I am making a yellow cake mix. Wait, I said that weird. I am making a box cake mix, a yellow one, and I'm just going to be making this pretty much according to package, only I don't use oil, I use butter. That was my husband calling me. But yeah, so I'm just going to cook up this cake really fast and we will continue on with the layering. I did want to say that this one is extremely sweet, so I don't recommend you like eating a whole bunch of this at once unless that's what you like. I mean, go for it if that's what you want to do, but it is very sweet because this is a cake that is layered with pudding and then cream is put on top. So again, it's just sweet on top of sweet on top of sweet. I enjoy this, but in like small quantities. I'm just using really small glasses and you'll see that at the end. But I also wanted to say that every year when I make, cute treats that go with like holidays or seasons, every year looks different. So if you don't have time to go all out and, create themed food for every meal of every day during fall, that is okay. There's been years that everything that my family has consumed has been themed according to the holiday or the season that we're in. And you know what? I had time and energy to do that at that point. This year, I do not have time and energy to theme every bit of food that we take in, and that is all right. So that is why I'm just doing some really simple recipes this year because I don't have the time, but this is something that I do enjoy doing, and it is something that my kids enjoy as well. But you don't have to go over the top if you don't have time, and you don't have to feel bad. Just make the popcorn mix that I showed you earlier, and you're good. You're totally fine. But now I'm just making the cream. You just watch me make the pudding mixture. The pudding was just from a box, and I just put some orange food coloring in it. But this is just a homemade whipped cream recipe. Heavy whipping cream, sugar, and vanilla, and boom, you're done. So very, very simple. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to slice up some of this cake into little tiny cubes. I like to take the edges off. I don't know. I'm not really a cake edge person, but I take the edges off, and I'm just, again, dicing this up into little cubes and putting it in a really cute glass. Now, I do want to say that if I was to make this again, I would have started with putting the pudding in the bottom of the cup, and then the cake, and then the whipped cream. You're going to see me put in the cake first and then the pudding, and I just felt like the pudding was just kind of creeping its way down. So if you're going to do it this way, you might want to serve it right away so that it doesn't get all like mushy, and the pudding doesn't just droop down to the bottom and you can't see the layers. It was still really, really good. Again, all of this is really simple to throw together. It's all from like boxed ingredients. You can make this 100% homemade, but again, this is supposed to be simple recipes that you can throw together really quickly. This one is also a great option for if you're feeding like a crowd or if you have people over, because this does make quite a bit, especially if you're using smaller glasses. So now let's move on to the healthier version of this layered dessert. And this is just some fruit and whipped cream. I wanted to still stick with like yellow and orange and white to kind of make like this candy corn looking dessert. Now, I'm just slicing up some fresh pineapple. I absolutely love fresh pineapple. It's like one of my favorite fruits. So good. Now, this one is extremely easy to make. Again, I'm just slicing up fruit and peeling a cutie and just adding some of that homemade whipped cream. Now, this is a really, really tasty dessert. I'm still considering this a dessert because it was really amazing with the whipped cream on top. But this is like something I'll use when I feel like my family is eating way too much junk or way too much candy or baked goods. I'll throw one of these in the mix, and it still definitely feels like a dessert, and it is very simple to make. And I usually have every ingredient on hand to make this one because we keep a lot of fruit in the house. So it's always on my countertop. But this one, again, I think it comes out really, really cute because you still have those colors of like fall or candy corn. And it's just really, really simple. Another one that you can serve up to a crowd because it's so easy. You're not baking or cooking anything. You're basically making whipped cream and slicing things up. So super good, super yummy, super fast. And again, these only take a few minutes to make and definitely worth trying because they are super delicious, super good. Now, next up, I'm going to be making Halloween Oreo balls. The only thing that makes this Halloween is how I decorated them. So you can really make these for any holiday. I've been saying that a lot throughout this video, but it's true. It's true every time I say it. So I'm just adding some Oreos to my food processor, and I am just going to process these until they are like really fine crumbs. And then I'm going to add in some cream cheese, and then I'm going to put this into a bowl, form them into the little Oreo balls, and then refrigerate them. And then I will go ahead and show you how I dip them in chocolate and decorate them. So as you can see, I am keeping the decorating very simple. I'm just adding some sprinkles, but then I was thinking, hey, I have some leftover white chocolate. Let's try these with both milk chocolate and white chocolate. I do want to say I think these would have been really good with dark chocolate as well because they are already really sweet, so you really don't need milk chocolate here. But I had milk chocolate, so that's what I used. Now for these ones, like I was saying, I melted some white chocolate that I had left over, and these were still really good as well. These would have been really fun if I would have like turned them into eyeballs or something, but I didn't have all of the stuff I needed in order to do that. So I just put on a little sugar eye with some sprinkles. I still thought they were cute. Now, I do want to say though that if you kind of care more about appearances, I guess you can say, when it comes to your snacks or your treats, I would have definitely dipped the white chocolate ones in twice. So I would have dipped them in, refrigerated them so that they set, and then I would have come back and re-dipped them before I decorated them, because you can still kind of see a little bit of that, you know, dark filling in the middle or under the chocolate. So there's that. I mean, if you care. For us, we thought these were delicious. They were really good. And as you can see, there was a ton of them. There was even a few that I didn't put up here. But these were super cute. I thought super fun and super easy. Last but not least, we have a cookie bar, or a Halloween cookie bar. Again, the only thing that makes this a Halloween cookie bar is that I added in Reese's Pieces for the orange and yellow coloring. And then at the very end, I popped on a couple of sugar eyes. I actually messed up when I was making this cookie bar. I have made this cookie bar probably 2 million times in my life. Never once messed it up until I tried to record it. Now, I accidentally added in too much baking soda and baking powder. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like adding things and not paying attention. So when I baked this, it actually puffed up more than it usually does, so that when I took it out and it started to cool, it flattened a lot. It was still delicious. I still wanted to share it with you, even though I messed it up. It was still, you know, edible. And honestly, you couldn't taste a difference. It was more in like the puffiness of the cookie. So it still was really good, but that's what happens sometimes. You make mistakes, and I really did not want to waste any of the ingredients. I do not like to waste food in any way if I could possibly, save it. And again, it didn't taste bad. It was, just more puffy than normal. I am just mixing all of the ingredients together, spraying a dish. And again, I wanted to make a small one. That's why I'm using I think this is an 8x8 pan. I was making a smaller version as well, which is why I think I messed up my measurements, because I didn't cut them back. That's where I messed up. But it still came out delicious. Now, I didn't like that my Reese's Pieces did not pop up on top, so I'm just adding a few more to the top just to give it more color. And then one of the things you want to make sure you do is, if you are going to be using these like sugar eyes, don't add them into your batter. You want to add these in after you bake the cookie, or else these will just like disappear. These will no longer be there. So you add these at the end after your cookie cools. But that is how this one came out. Again, not only did I mess up the ingredients, but I did kind of overcook it as well. So this was not a win on this day. It still tasted good, but not a win. So that is everything for today. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.